Hey, do you see me?
Excuse me. Hi, I'm looking for this is the Global Bars Ball. This is the Global Goals Ball. Now that's going to the text right now. I wanted to know if she could sign the ball. All heads of state are signing it.
I don't know. They said nothing. I'll show you. There's no tripod. We were setting up tripods. Yeah, me too.
Dan.
Can you just give us a few moments? Thank you. Just casually coming out and making okay. I'll see you. Yeah.
guys. We've got to take a step back. Just have to actually see the
Yeah, if
protesters.
everyone could take one step back, we're gonna make some remarks. Hello?
Hi.
Don't go forward. Go back. That's what you're doing. No, you're not.
Okay, hi everyone. We are here on our school strike in front of the United Nations, and we have Greta Thunberg with us. Hi, Greta.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk to you about what this strike means. We're here to build up for our September 20th strike. Our September 20th strike is gonna be the biggest global climate strike, where we're asking adults to join us because the climate crisis is a generational issue that requires intergenerational cooperation. On September 20th, there are over 150 registered strikes across the U.S. You can visit strikewithus.org to RSVP to your nearest strike or to host your own. All over the world, there are more than 6,000 people who have pledged to organize their own strike. So on September 20th, strike with us.
My name is Azalea Danes, and I'm one of the September 20th core organizers with Fridays for Future New York City. I'd like to tell you a little bit about our demands for September 20th to elected officials and governments and corporations across the world. For September 20th and onward, we demand that no fossil fuels are used in democratic conversation and that every single conversation be conducted without the influence of fossil fuel officials and corporations. Our second demand is a just transition to 100% renewable energy. And our third demand is to hold polluters accountable and for polluters to make reparations as we continue on, so that our September 20th strike acts as a catalyst for future action, and that these demands are carried with us throughout the strike movement until the climate crisis is solved.
Hi everyone, I'm Sophie Anderson. I'm the National Coordinator of XR Youth US Extinction Rebellion and also one of the core organizers here in New York City. I wanted to let everyone know that we stand united. Youth across the world and across the country are coming together to strike on the 20th. And we're asking you, everyone here and everyone watching, no matter how old you are or where you come from, to join us, to strike for our future, to strike for a better world, and to strike for climate justice.
Hello, my name is Shiv Soen. I'm also one of the core organizers for the September 20th March in New York City. Once again, all the youth and everybody here, we all want to thank Greta for standing in solidarity with us. Thank you, Greta. And as she said, please go on strikewithus.org to find the closest strike near you. If you will be in New York City on September 20th, please come down to Foley Square at 12 o'clock. We will be marching from Foley Square down to Battery Park, and at Battery Park we will be holding a rally there as well. So please join us. We have emphasized this before. All people are welcome. All our adult allies, all youth, everybody is welcome, and thank you guys so much for coming.
If you would like to follow the movement further and find more details about the strike online, you can go to strikewithus.org/NYC, or on Instagram and social media, find us at fff.nyc or XR Youth US. Thank you everyone for being here.
Sea levels are rising, and so are we. 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 Sea levels are rising. No more oil, keep the carbon in the soil. No more coal, no more oil, keep the carbon in the soil. No more coal, no more oil, keep the carbon in the soil. No more coal, no more oil, keep the carbon in the soil. No more coal, no more oil, keep keep the carbon in the soil. No more coal, no more oil, keep the carbon in the soil. Unite behind the science! 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 Unite behind the science!
She has questions.
Wait, well, we're gonna do one more song, and then you can ask questions, okay? So we're gonna strike because our waters are rising.
We're gonna strike because our people are dying. We're gonna strike for life and everything we love. We're gonna strike for you, will you strike for us? We're gonna strike for you, will you strike for us? We're gonna strike because our waters are rising. We're gonna strike because our people are dying. We're gonna strike for life and everything we love. We're gonna strike for you, will you strike for us? We're gonna strike for you, will you strike for us? We're gonna strike because our waters are rising. We're gonna strike because our people are dying. We're gonna strike for life and everything we love. We're gonna strike for you, will you strike for us? We're gonna strike for you, will you strike for us?
Okay. Okay, now we can take questions.
I have a question, please. Friends, welcome to New York. My name is Susan Song. My question is, I can't speak out. My question to you is, will going vegan save our planet?
Not only.
Will going vegan help save our planet? Not eating meat.
Of course, that is one thing you can do to reduce your ecological footprint, but we cannot only focus on that, but we need to see the whole perspective and see all the things we can.
Do you want to use them?
Greta, my name is Gail Davis. I'm with 2020 or Bust and also Listen Give. My question to you is, do you think if each and every one of us take an individual action, that will reduce our carbon footprint by 2020, December?
Of course, that will take individual action that will reduce our carbon. But we cannot, as I said, we cannot only focus on that. We need to see the whole perspective and all the things that need to change.
Thank you.
Why is it so important for you to be here today to participate? Why was it? Why was it important for you to be here today and participate in what they're doing since a few months now?
Since a year, I've been striking every Friday, no matter where I am, and this is and since I'm here, of course I will join the strike. We will walk outside and because of course I will striking here and also want to see the success. So should I announce that our strike is actually scheduled Hi, Greta. Hi, Greta and good friends. First of all, welcome to New York. I want you to know that we really watch you on your social media, and we're thinking about you every day. I work for the Young Chronicle. We're trying to every day. I work for the Young Chronicle. We're trying to cover, the most important things that concern the world, and of course you are one of our admiration. And I wanted to ask you and your friends, you sit here in this little park across the street from the UN, and it's called Ralph Bunche Park. Do you know who Ralph Bunche was? And would you like to find out? I really encourage all of you to find out, because he was a great peacekeeper. He was the first African American who received the Nobel Prize for Peace. And it's really an honorable place. And and the right place for you and your friends to be here, because I think climate and peace are very close related to each other. And not only he was fighting. My question was whether she knows who is Ralph Bunche, and I really encourage you and your friends to find more about him. Thank you.
Okay, everyone, our strike is actually scheduled from 11 to 2, so more youth are going to start coming in. So I'm going to ask everyone who's with cameras to step back when the youth start coming. And in the meantime, I would like to invite any youth standing up here to just say why they're striking, and if they have a message for the people here, just whatever your message is, just, yeah.
Okay, so my name is Kiara Conji Hughes. I live in Pennsylvania, and I drove 4 hours with some of my friends here to, I came here to strike because global climate change is very important to me, and it's important to me because I will live until I'm 70, and then I might even make it into the next century. And I really like that when I go to this, when I'm older, the world won't be ruined and hot. And I won't like if we have a lot of places in the world underwater. And so I'd really like if we actually acted for climate change, so my world in the future will be a better place. Thank you.
Can I ask everyone who is a youth striker to come in the front and start sitting in front of us, because we need you guys to step back a little bit. It's getting a little claustrophobic. I understand. We're gonna make
Everybody just step back a little bit. Can I have people because I got to back
Yeah, everyone just start sitting in the row.
All right, everyone, I do some work with the UN. Everyone, can we move it back? Take a step back.
Okay.
And actually, ma'am, this guy was in front of you. He was in front of you. Okay? So it has to be fair because he's been waiting.
Oh, look beautiful!
And there's going to be more and more youth coming in as 11 o'clock approaches.
No, I'm not a press person.
Everyone back?
Pull back so we can get the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's going to be more youth coming in. So I'm going to ask all of you to step back gradually and just be nice. We are here because we care about our planet, and that's a very, sincere action. So we don't want this to get complicated or anything. And we want you to support us as well. So just everyone be nice. Thank you.
Let me just push. Can I lose her?
What? Show me what's lost. Oh. Should we do it?
The earth is dying. Stop denying. The earth is dying. Stop denying.
We would like, if another youth wants to tell their climate story, this would be a really good time.
Anybody just go for it.
Okay,
we don't have microphones. So I'll yell.
No megaphones.
Just all right. I got a story. This is what I have to say about the climate crisis. The fossil fuel industry continues to create a barrier between themselves and the implementation of renewable energy sources. Studies conducted show that as of 2018, the Republican Party received $43.3 million from the fossil fuel industries, while Democrats accepted $6.3 million. Well, we hope that this number drastically decreases with the upcoming 2020 elections and campaigns beyond that. These numbers show how the recipients directly benefit the donators. What made news yesterday was word of the Trump administration moving to erase Obama-era rules on methane emissions from the oil and gas business. The administration claims that the federal government under Obama had overstepped its authority when it set limits on methane emissions. Methane gas stands as one of the most potent greenhouse gases. It is over 30 times more harmful to the atmosphere than carbon dioxide, increasing the amount of heat trapped in our atmosphere and contributing to global temperature increase. As the USA already stands as the world's largest oil producer, rolling back regulations on methane emissions is contributing to our man-made climate crisis, and it just goes to reinforce the sentiment that money for big corporations is once again more important than human lives and the overall health of our Earth. Might I add that increasing the share of renewable energy can increase global gross domestic product by 1.1% if implemented enough by 2030. Renewable energy can create more jobs and cause our nation's unemployment rate to decrease even further, even after taking into account the amount of jobs that are laid off from the fossil fuel industries. In a nation so concerned about money, with advancing renewable energy technology becoming more affordable, there is no excuse for these technologies to not be implemented. Studies show that continued reliance of fossil fuels will cause economies to fluctuate and lose money in the wake of climate change. Renewables will generate money, increase quality of life, access to energy, and combat the climate crisis. It is time that the United States of America implement more regulations on who politicians can accept money from. Fossil fuel lobbying has got to go. Our lives and futures need to be put above the ability to make a quick dollar.
Yeah. Climate change has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho! Climate change has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho! Climate change has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho! Climate change has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho! Climate change has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho! Climate change has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho! Climate change has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho!
Hello, my name is Jeronimo, and well, my mom was recently transferred to New York, so I moved from Mexico to here. Yeah, so thank you. So basically in Mexico I was organizer of the strikes that we did for Fridays for Future, and I would like I'm so happy that Greta is here so she can join us, because this is something real. This is something that everyone has to know, because I can't really believe that there are people that deny climate change. There are so many proofs of climate change. I think that the problem, the biggest problem is that governments try to make an immediate economical stability instead of a sustainable one. So why are they focusing on using fossil fuels then that someday, not even their plan of making an immediate economy will fail, because it will end. So it doesn't even make sense for economical power to invest in fossil fuels. We should all try to, it's not only the individual, but everyone has to make a change, and that starts with voting. So,
we vote next! We vote next! We vote
Renewable energy is an option, but it's not a desire for our politicians. But everyone here gives me hope that change is coming because it's a desire for us, and we're the ones who will make it happen. So thanks everyone for being here and making me feel less hopeless as an individual.
System change, not climate change. 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 System change, not climate change.
Hello, oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, I am Haley Galarza, and this year, in my junior year of high school, my mom got cancer, and there was no history of cancer in my family before, and when the doctors did their research on why she contracted cancer, it was due to environmental pollution. This put my family through a lot of issues and a lot of problems, and I really feel that if the environment was better, that my mom wouldn't have gotten cancer. I'm sorry for crying. This year was really hard, and if we had just cleaned up, I wouldn't have had to go through that and be scared of losing my mom. That's all I had to say.
What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it?
Now.
Why do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
shut it down.
If we don't get it,
shut it down.
If we don't get it,
shut it down.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
shut it down.
If we don't get it,
shut it down.
If we don't get it,
shut it down.
We're going to ask everyone to take half a step back so that the youth can join up in the front and take up the space they deserve.
Back up. Thank you. Take a step back. Right now.
A step back.
We just got a ladder.
Yeah, no problem. Let's move the ladder.
That's the scary part.
Yeah. All right. Yay.
If you want to join in the front, you can. Go ahead.
You want to come down here? A little bit more. Okay. One more step back. One more step back. Just there's some kids here.
That not everybody can
You'll see the crowd. Hello. We are all standing here to fight the climate crisis that has been coming, that is impeding upon us. Every single person in front of us striking have never lived in a world where companies and our governments have cared for us. For far too long, children have been used as political pawns to win elections. Companies have always put short-term economic gain over long-term sustainability, and we are the ones who are paying the consequences.
Yeah.
Children here are skipping school to fight for this. None of us wanted to fight this fight, yet we are here, sacrificing ourselves in front of the United Nations, in front of the world, to say that time is up to fight. Time is up. We need to start fighting the crisis now. And that's, thank you everybody who has come here today. This fight has not begun today, and it will not end today. Please join us.
This is 0 hour. 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 This
If kids have to read information off the internet to get to know what's wrong in our world because of misinformation through the media and manipulation through companies, and we have serious issues in the way the media communicates. If there's conflicting stories about whether climate change is real or not, this needs to be fixed. If we need kids to tell adults what's happening, something is wrong. Something very important is wrong. See, this is not easy. Politics is local and politics is now. You vote for someone to be in a position for a few years and they want to do something for you, so you vote for them. Climate change is global and it's very long term. It's very difficult to solve that. And we need everyone, every single human being to support that. Because in a democracy, we get what we vote for. And if you vote for Trump, we're gonna get fucking Trump.
Yes. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Does anybody have another story to share?
Oh yeah, she's trying to tell.
Hi everyone, can you all hear me? Yeah. My name is Alexandria Villasenor and I'm a 14-year-old climate activist in New York City. I've been on climate strike in front of the United Nations headquarters every Friday for 38 weeks in solidarity with Greta Thunberg. So let's give a welcome to Greta Thunberg. And the climate crisis should not have to be put on my generation's shoulders to fight. This should have been done by world leaders and people in power. They should have chose our future over money. This should not be something that we have to worry about. We should not have to worry about our futures. We should not have to change our lifestyles to adapt in a climate change world.
We are unstoppable. A better world is possible.
We are unstoppable. A better world is possible. We are unstoppable. A better world is possible. We are unstoppable. A better world is possible. We are unstoppable. A better world is possible. We are unstoppable. A better world is possible. We are unstoppable. A better world is possible. We are unstoppable. A better world is possible. We are unstoppable. A better world is possible.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
shut it down.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
Wait, just really fast. I have this sign that I passed
New York 国年前ですっていうのをこの絵にしておいて
Complacency is complicity, and I just wanted to repeat that message out loud because we are in a crisis, and if you are choosing to be a bystander while that crisis unfolds, you are also responsible. You are also an instigator. If you have the ability, if we have the ability, it is our responsibility to stand up for what is right, stand up for our present, stand up for our future, support the ones we love, support the people out there who we don't know personally but who we know are suffering every day. Because if you are complacent, you are complicit. This is a fight that takes every single one of us. We are striking together. We will not stop striking together until this crisis is solved. We will be here every Friday. Our numbers will continue to grow. And this is a message to everyone. This is a message to people in power and just the people who are watching this right now. Thank you.
we strike a serve. What are you? We strike a serve.
cause our people are dying. We're gonna strike for life and everything we love. We're gonna strike for you, will you strike for us? We're gonna strike for you, will you strike for us? We're gonna strike cause our waters are rising. We're gonna strike cause our people are dying. We're gonna strike for life and everything we love. We're gonna strike for you, will you strike for us? We're gonna strike for you, will you strike for us?
We're gonna strike
cause our waters are rising. We're gonna strike cause our people are dying. We're gonna strike for life and everything we love. We're gonna strike for you, will you strike for us? We're gonna strike for you, will you strike for us?
Hi everyone! Hi! My name is Shia Bastida. I am a 17-year-old climate justice activist. I wanted to thank all of you for being here today because just showing up is taking action, and taking action is being an activist. But this is not enough. We have to all come together. We have to come together at the local level, at the state level, at the federal level, and the international level. We have to come together as people, and we have to come together with nature. I am from Mexico. I was born and raised. I was born and raised in a town called San Pedro Tultepec, and in 2015, my town was flooded by rains, by unprecedented rains. That pushed my family to move out of Mexico into the U.S. And when I got to the U.S., I saw the effects that Hurricane Sandy had on Long Island. It had wrecked many of the seashores. And that's when I realized that the climate crisis follows you. There is no escaping it. It's affecting everyone, everywhere. And that is why everyone, everywhere has to come together. I am also indigenous. I am from Otomi Toltec descent. And I want to tell you that indigenous people have been fighting to protect the world for thousands of years. We are on Earth. Indigenous philosophy is that we are on Earth to take care of life. We are on Earth to take care of each other. We are on Earth to take care of our mother. We're not here to take over. The Earth does not need us, but we need the Earth. We need to come together in order to protect that sacredness. In order to keep going forward, we need to come together. If you look over at that sign, it says protect Mother Earth and indigenous peoples. That woman is not standing here today because indigenous peoples are the most affected and neglected. So I want to invite her to come over and stand in the middle with us. Can someone come over? I want you also to recognize that indigenous peoples have been displaced.
Yes!
I didn't realize that. Hi, can you please? Yes, I want to recognize that indigenous peoples have been displaced to reservations all over the world. Right now, the Amazon was burning. California was burning. Siberia was burning. We just had our first glacier that had a funeral. We cannot live in a world that is burning, that is melting. We cannot live in a world where a 16-year-old has to cross the Atlantic for you guys to pay attention. I want all of you to understand what my generation is going through. I want you to process that, and I want you to become a climate activist. Thank you. Sea levels are rising,
and so are we. Sea levels are rising, and so are we. Sea levels are rising, and so are we. Sea levels are rising, and so are we. Sea levels are rising, and so are we. Sea levels are rising, and so are we.
As Shia has mentioned with her activism, climate change is displacing large communities from their homes. It is important tonight that the climate crisis disproportionately affects poverty-stricken areas throughout the world, and one of the growing topics talked about on news outlets and by candidates for the 2020 elections is immigration. What many people do not see outside of immigrants coming in caravans to the United States in search of a better life is that a large portion of these people are seeking better lives because they've been displaced from their homes and communities because of climate change. For example, migrants from El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras leave their geographical region titled the Central American Dry Corridor as changes in precipitation events and climate lead to a greater loss of income. More than 30% of jobs in the countries I just listed are in the agriculture industry. Changing climate leads to a largely decreased crop yield, which in turn means less food for people to eat, and it impacts their economies and it impacts these people's source of income. They want to come to the United States just like our ancestors did in search for a better life and economic prosperity. And they should be able to do that. And climate change is taking many things away from these people who can't afford things like food and water. It's just making it worse. So we sit here again in solidarity with people who are being displaced from their communities because of climate change as well. Thank you.
Can I ask everyone again to take 2 steps back? We're getting more youth and we want to make space for them. Please back up. Anyone who wants to join the front, please say your or if you're an adult who wants to join, you can sit down with us too.
Yeah, I'm going to sit down with you.
Thank you.
Everybody take a little bit more of a step back so that there's actually room for the strikers.
Everyone 2 steps back.
Please. A little bit further back. Thank
You good? Okay. You okay there? Okay.
a little better, right?
I need you to come back a little more. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Come down with me. It's okay.
Watch out.
You're good there.
Anyone who wants to sign in the front? I would want to sign. Oh, can you give me the sign? Don't just watch us, join us.
Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us. Don't just watch us, join us.
Because we talk about climate justice and we talk about justice for all peoples across the world, that is who we're fighting for. We'd like to take a moment of silence right now. Everyone please hold up a peace sign for all of those right now who are being affected by the climate crisis, who are not being paid attention to.
If you're not taking a photograph, you can put up a sign too. Thank you.
Please, thank you.
privileged enough to not see it yet, but climate change is already affecting millions of lives. There are people already growing sick, and this is just the beginning. This could lead to mass extinction. And although I see that there are so many people already fighting for this cause, I don't understand why there are world leaders that are not doing anything. I feel like we're almost speaking to them like it's almost like a wall. And I just feel like at this point, when we come for that climate change summit during the UN General Assembly, we need action plans from member states on what they're going to be doing to tackle this issue.
Yes.
I just want to let you know that there are youth among us who are going to be speaking at the UN. So if you're going to be at the UN, please stand up. The Youth Summit. If you're going to be speaking at the UN Youth Summit, if you're going to attend the UN Youth Summit, please stand up. Okay, Greta is obviously speaking at the UN Summit here. But I just want to let you know that the doors have been opened for us to talk to our leaders, and we want them to listen. Not only to open the doors and say, we have a space for you, but actually we're going to talk about what is affecting you. Oh, there's people coming.
Woo! Your world is possible. We are unstoppable. A better 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 world is possible.
One or two steps back, please. We have a lot of people trying to funnel in. Please step back. Oh, step back.
Guys needs to move back too.
See how many more there are.
Okay, yeah. All right, guys, all at once, we're going to need to move back. We got people waiting to come in, so please, as much as you can. We still want to have you here, but we need to fit everyone.
Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! If we don't get it, shut it down! If we don't get it, shut it down! If we don't get it, shut it down!
going on, man?
How's it doing? How are you? Good, dude. Where are you based right now? New York.
Yeah, I was
Media, please continue to give the youth the space they deserve.
I was at that the last day at the house. Amanda, ¿estás bien?
Ahora se van a empezar a mover pollitos.
Everybody needs water for a second. We're gonna fight for life and everything we love. We're gonna fight for you.
The people united will never be divided. 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 The people now.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
What do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
What do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it, shut it down.
If we don't get it, shut it down.
If we don't get it,
shut it down.
Sea levels
Are rising, and so are we. Sea levels are rising, and so.
The world is gonna eventually burn if we don't have time to wait. This has to be done now. Action has to be taken now. And we're the only ones who seem to be taking
This way, young Rachel. You're signing with the UN initiative. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Maybe you'll be in a second step. Maybe you'll be in a second step. That's good.
Let's wait for Olivia.
Guys.
Can you clear a path? Out of people's way.
Clear a path, please. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep your blocking. You gotta keep going. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
What do we want? Back up. Please, just a little bit. Please and thank you. Please and thank you.
No hurry.
Back up, please.
Thank you. justice! Now! Climate justice! Now! What do we want? Climate justice! Now! Climate justice! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! If we don't get it, shut it down! If we don't get it, shut it down! If we don't get it, shut it down! Report the urgency.
Clear path. Please, clear path. Yeah, for Greta.
Guys, can everybody make a path? How are you going to walk? Make a path.
Okay, go back up. Yo, back up, bro, back up.
Okay. Make a path. Keep walking.
Hey, be careful.
You could just give us a little gap we can get up. And then I'll move. That's what I'm trying to say. If I wanted to, which I do. Rhoda, I can't. Rhoda, I can't go that fast.
No, it's good.
Yeah, everybody watch your backs, please.
Their camera's gone.
We'll stop and get some food and let us just go down.
Thank you.
As long as vegan. Thank you. Well, there are some nice coffee shops around here. Yeah. Welcome to New York.
Yeah, we're really happy.
Get this down. Thank you. Folks, we gotta give her some room. Come on now. Back in the car. Watch your backs, everyone. Watch your backs. Try to trip. What are you doing?
People walking backwards, there's more posts coming up.
justice! Now! Shut it down! We don't get it! Shut it down! We don't get it! Shut it down! Why do we want climate justice? When do we want it? Now! Why do we want climate justice? When do we want it? Now! Shut it down! We don't get it! Shut it down! We don't get it! Shut it down! Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! Why do we want climate justice? When do we want it? Now! If we don't get it, shut it down! We don't get it, shut it down! We don't get it, shut it down!
I appreciate that.
Sea levels are rising, and so are we! 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 Report the truth, you owe it to the youth. Report the truth, you owe it to the youth. Report the truth, you owe it to the youth. Report the truth, you owe it to the youth. Report the truth, you owe it to the youth. Report the truth, you owe it to the youth. Report the truth, you owe it to the youth. Report the truth, you owe it to the youth. Report the truth, you owe it to the youth.
That's fine. We'll walk around. This is great.
We are unstoppable. A better world is possible. 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 We are unstoppable.
We are unstoppable. A better world is possible. We are unstoppable.
Really wrong.
A better world is possible. We are unstoppable. 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 A better world is possible. Climate justice. Now. Climate justice. Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. Rebels are rising. So are we. Rebels are rising. And so are we. And so are we. Rebels are rising. So are we. No, se le cayó a mí. We're gonna strike because our people are dying. We're gonna strike for life and everything we love. We're gonna strike for you. Will you strike for us? We're gonna strike for you. Will you strike for us? We're gonna strike because the waters are rising. We're gonna strike because our people are dying. We're gonna strike for life and everything we love. We're gonna strike for you. Will you strike for us? We're gonna strike for you. Will you strike for us? We're gonna strike because the waters are rising. We're gonna strike because our people are dying. We're gonna strike for life and everything we love. We're gonna strike for you. Will you strike for us? We're gonna strike for you. Will you strike for us? We're gonna strike because our people are dying. We're gonna strike for life and everything we love. We're gonna strike for you. Will you strike for us?
So Congress at this time. Go away. Climate justice. Now.
Excuse me. I have to sneak through.
It's a youth thing here.
Okay, they're there? Okay.
We don't have any.
Oh yeah, of course.
Media should step 1 foot back. You're too close. I got you. All of the media, 2 steps back. 2 steps back. 2 steps back. Move back, move back, move back, move back, move back, move back, move back. Please have some back, move back. Not just move back, media, move back.
Move back!
Please have some respect and move back.
This is irresponsible reporting.
Yeah, we just need a little more space. Media, please respect the move back. I'm gonna squat as soon as everybody moves back, so I won't be in your shot. But until you move back, I will be.
If you are a member of the press,
I gotta respect
blocking
that
a youth protester, give them way. There are youth trying to get in, and the press is blocking
You guys
them.
all take just 2 steps back. 2 steps
Media,
back.
please step back.
For the children.
Move back! Move back! Move back!
steps back.
Climate justice! Now! Climate justice! Now! Climate justice! Now! Climate justice! Now! We don't get it! Shut it down!
Now, everyone listen up. Guys, we can't protest if you're right here, so you need to move on to the other side. There's room back there. They all move back. They'll move back. Steven! If you guys don't move back, we won't stand in front of you and you will get a bad shot. So let us stay so you can do your job and we can do ours. We're gonna step back!
Could you stand up?
Hi, everyone. So right now we're just going to give you a little information of today and why we strike and our demands.
Could you stand up, please? So more people can see you.
So today we are striking in front of the UN in solidarity with the Fridays for Future movement and Greta Thunberg, who is here joining us today. So right now we are here to build momentum for the September 20th global climate strike. On September 20th, sit. So today we are here because on September 20th we're going to have a global climate strike where we are inviting adults to join us. So far, we have been striking alone. On March 15th, we got 1.6 million students striking with us worldwide. On May 24th, we got 1.9 million students striking with us worldwide. September 20th is special because we recognize that the climate crisis is a generational issue, but it requires intergenerational cooperation. We as youth cannot vote, and you know that. Our civic duty is to go to school, so we are disrupting that
K-I-S-T-I-D-A. It means rain in Otomi.
Hi, my name is Azalea Danes. I am a 16-year-old climate justice activist. For me, the most important part of that phrase is the justice part. We focus on respecting everybody and making sure that everyone feels welcome in the land that is our home, and that includes right here, right now, to all the media and everyone who is pushing. For the September 20th climate strike, we are so pleased to announce our demands. The September 20th climate strike will not act as our goal, as our end goal, but a catalyst for future action. We will continue to strike every Friday until our demands are met. Our demands for a just world and a livable future are: 1, keeping polluters out of every single space and keeping fossil fuels out of all decisions that are made within the context of our democracy and all of the governments and nations of the world. Our second demand is a just transition to 100% renewable energy. And our third and final demand for the New York City September 20th climate strike is to hold polluters accountable. That means we will ensure that no polluter and no polluting corporation or government is given a space where they are not held accountable for the actions they have perpetrated in causing this climate crisis. So, as Shia said before, I hope you join us this Friday and every single Friday going forward and continue to act with the intention in mind that a strike is not the goal, it's a catalyst for future action to end the climate crisis.
Hi everyone, I'm Alexandra Villasenor, and what is really important about the September 20th climate strike is that it is the Friday before world leaders are coming into New York City for the United Nations Climate Summit. So these demands are directly at those in power who are inside the United Nations Climate Summit, and we will continue to take climate action till they hear us.
Hello everyone, my name is Sophie Anderson. I'm one of the national coordinators. We aren't using the megaphone anymore, so you just have to listen to me. I'm going to try and shout my loudest. I'll say that again. My name is Sophie Anderson. I'm one of the national coordinators of Extinction Rebellion Youth US. I'm also here on the core committee of the New York City strike that is happening on September 20th. Just to restate, we are asking everybody, adults and youth, everybody in between, to come strike with us. 6 months ago, I was not an activist. I was just a sophomore in high school. Anybody can be an activist. Anybody can come support us. The climate crisis is not something that's looming in the future. It is something that is happening to us right now. We are seeing the effects from everywhere, from here to Sweden, and we need to take action now. For more information, you can go to strikewithus.org/NYC to find more information about the New York City strike, or strikewithus.org if you're not here in New York City to find a strike across the country. This is not just something happening in New York City, it is something that is happening all over the country and all over the world. We are a movement, an international movement. The youth are rising up and you need to join us. So one more time, strikewithus.org, or you can find us on social media at FFF.NYC or at XRYouthUS. Again, at FFF.NYC and at XRYouthUS. Thank you.
Okay, can everybody hear me? Yes, good. Alright. Well, I'll try back. I'll try harder. Okay.
We can repeat after me. Mic check. Just say mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Okay. My name is Shiv Sohan. I'm an 18-year-old climate justice activist.
My name is 18-year-old climate
want to emphasize.
We are here fighting, but we want to emphasize.
This isn't the first action we've taken, and this will never be the last action that we're taking.
This isn't the first action we've taken, and this will never be the last action that we're taking.
If you're here in New York City, come strike with us at 12 o'clock on Foley Square.
Come strike with us at 12 o'clock on Foley Square.
That is September 20th.
That is September 20th.
And if you are not in New York City, check out Fridays for Future International. As well as strikewithus.org and come strike with us. Thank you. It's a pretty simple song. She and I are going to go line by line. Repeat after us, and we'll sing it together. Ready? One. We're getting there. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're going to strike because our waters are rising.
We're going to strike because our waters are rising.
We're going to strike because our people are dying.
We're going to strike because our people are dying.
We're going to strike for life and everything we love.
We're going to strike for life and everything we love.
We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us?
We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us?
We're going to strike because the waters we're going to strike for you. We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us? Twice.
That is twice, okay? So we're going to strike because our waters are
Rising.
We're going to strike because our waters are rising.
We're going to strike because our people are dying.
We're going to strike because our people are dying.
We're going to strike for life and everything we love.
We're going to strike for life and everything we love.
We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us?
We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us?
We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us?
We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us?
everyone together. We're going to
Strike because our waters are rising. We're going to strike because our people are dying. We're going to strike for life and everything we love. We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us? We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us? We're going to strike because our waters are rising. We're going to strike because our people are dying. We're going to strike for life and everything we love. We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us? We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us? We're going to strike because our waters are rising. We're going to strike because our people are dying. We're going to strike for life and everything we love. We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us? We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us?
We're going to strike
because the waters are rising. We're going to strike because our people are dying. We're going to strike for life and everything we love. We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us? We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us? Strike because our waters are rising. We're going to strike because our people are dying. We're going to strike for life and everything we love. We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us? We're going to strike for you. Will you strike for us?
Now, if anyone wants to share their climate story, you're welcome to come up to this resolution.
I'd like to remind everyone that we are here not to guilt the individuals who forgot to recycle.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I'd like to remind everyone.
I'd like to remind everyone
that we are not here to guilt individuals.
that we are not here to guilt individuals
That forgot to recycle a cup last week.
that forgot to recycle a cup last week.
We are here to hold cowardice politicians accountable.
We are here to hold cowardice politicians accountable
Who have caused
So I'm Maddie Class.
I'm Maddie Class.
I'm a student activist.
I'm a student activist.
And journalist.
And journalist.
And I live here in New York.
And I live here in New York.
I've been interested in the climate crisis for a while now.
I've been interested in the climate crisis for a while now.
And I'm worried.
And I'm worried.
I'm terrified.
I'm terrified.
I have so many things in life to be terrified for.
I have so many things in life to be terrified for.
But this is petrifying.
But this is petrifying.
This is urgent and people need to take action now.
This is urgent and people need to take action now. Unite behind the science. 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 Unite behind the science.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
we don't get it.
Shut it down.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
Now. What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
we don't get it.
Shut it down.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
Adults speaking, it's time that we work together with the kids. It's time that we start connecting and not having to be the kids versus the adults, and we're working together.
We need to work together. Each of us take action. We need to work together.
We need to work together. We need to work together. We need to work together. We need to work together. We need to work together. We need to work together. We need to work together. We need to work together. We need to work together. We need to work together. We need to work together. We need to work together. We need to work together.
My name is Almi Bardis.
My name is Almi Bardis.
I am a 21-year-old climate activist.
I am a 21-year-old climate activist
And a student at the Arizona State University.
and a student at the Arizona State University
Studying sustainability.
studying sustainability.
I would like to share
I would like to share
a few statistics
planet B. There is no 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 planet B.